Well, hello. I'm Susan Kennedy. I am a mindset and transformation coach for women who want more life in their life, who want to live a life they absolutely love. Now, today we're going to talk about how to leave the past behind, how to break free from the past so that you can create that next chapter that is just dying to be lived through you. So let's just look at this. Maybe it's a relationship you want that you haven't had in a while. Maybe you've broken, maybe you have a relationship in the past that's caused you pain and it's hard to move forward. Maybe you're in a career or a job that's causing you so much stress that you're in this vicious cycle on the hamster wheel and can't seem to get off. Um, Maybe you're tired of the same old, same old. You go to work every morning exhausted. You come home at night and you take care of everything that needs to be taken care of, and you feel like you fall in bed exhausted, and you get up and do it all again, and you're not finding the joy. You're not finding the things that are so meaningful to you. Um, Maybe you're having a health crisis that you really wish you could put in the past. So anything that you wish was in your past or you want to break free of, that's what we're talking about today so that you can absolutely live a life you love. So how do you break free from the past so that you can create that next chapter? Right. I ran a meetup group of divorced women for about a year. And at every meeting, what I found they wanted to talk about is what had happened to them. Now, I get it that we all need to be heard, but I suspect that many of them, especially those who have been doing this for years, would find this video helpful. Um, but let me just tell you one thing you can do today that will make a huge difference in being able to break free from the past. Okay, what that is to stop telling your story. Stop telling the same story over and over of your past. If you want to break free from the exhaustion that you experience every day when you come home from work, if you want to break free from the same old, day in and day out, if you want to stop struggling to keep up with life, stop. Maybe you feel all alone. Maybe you can't get a day off. Maybe you are upset with a past relationship. In order to break free, you've got to stop telling the same story over and over again. Okay? And this is kind of an advanced action to not tell this story. And I'll explain this in a minute, okay? When you repeat your story over and over again about how stressed you are, how bad it is for you, how you can't catch a break, how you never have enough money, how he hurt you and you can't forgive him, how he's doing you wrong or has done you wrong, or the kid's wrong, or maybe he's moved on and you're finding yourself alone and you're resentful. All of these things can accumulate emotions in you. But what it leads us to is this pattern of telling and retelling the same old story. I went through this, I went through that. My boss doesn't understand me. Oh, yesterday he did this and this and this. Oh, my secretary did this and this and this. Oh, the company's doing this and this and this. Oh, my ex, I saw him at the store with his new girlfriend and I'm so upset and I can't believe he did that to me. And all the story, I'm already getting tense from talking about the story, but we have to break the pattern of telling this story. And why is this? This drama, this story, is a pattern of rehearsing the vibration that you were in when it was created. You created it, but when it was created. So every time you tell that story, you're becoming that person yesterday, earlier today, last year, last week. You're becoming that person from your past again. Every time you tell that story, you know, experiences are only experienced in the present moment in time, because there truly is only the present moment. But when you relive emotionally an experience from your past, you are bringing that past into the present moment, because it's right in your heart, it's in your mind, it's in your vibration. And that's what we're trying to break. The minute you tell that story, you draw up all those emotions from the past, all that drama, and you become that old version of yourself again, that was experiencing that. And that's what you want to break free from. That version of you has a particular vibration. Okay? And in the world of energy, vibration, like energy attracts like energy. So like vibration attracts like vibration. So if you're vibrating at the energy from your past, you're going to have more, you're going to attract more circumstances, more people, more opportunities to experience more of that. Okay, so your vibration is attracting more of that to you. It's not just your life, it's you, and you can change this. So it's a challenge. It's a real challenge when I ask women to stop telling their story. Even, on coaching calls, I'll say, let's don't go into story, because story is bringing up the old vibration. So I say this to you, stop telling your story. And a part of you goes, that really does make sense. She makes a lot of sense there. But there's a part of you that's resisting it. And I'll share with you why that is too. Because the part of you that's resisting it, number one, is addicted to the emotions of that drama. Number two, you're getting some benefit somewhere by telling your story over and over again. And sometimes, what do we get from telling our story? Sometimes when it's an anger story, we get energy from being angry. Sometimes we get the commiseration of our friends and family. Sometimes we feel heard, and we need to feel heard. And sometimes this was true for me, as I just had this self-righteous feeling that I was right and he was wrong through all my turmoil, 10 or 12 years ago. So we use this somehow to make ourselves in our misery feel better. But we don't even have to have the misery anymore. But it takes a conscious effort. Okay? So what we have to do, cut loose from the experience to break free. We have to let go of the past vibration of who we were to step into our next chapter, which is a new vibration. It's a new energy attracting new circumstances, new people. And this is my favorite part of the work I do, is seeing women actually over the 4 months we work together transform their energy from their past to their new future. So anyway, I'm going to read this. Neville, in a book called The Power of Awareness. How do you create a new chapter? Quote, the ideal you seek and hope to attain will not manifest itself, will not be idealized by you until you've imagined that you're already that ideal. Interesting. You must assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled until your assumption has all the sensory vividness of reality. Through the faithful, systematic cultivation of the feelings of the wish fulfilled, the desire becomes the promise of its own fulfillment. The assumption of the feeling of the wish fulfilled makes the future dream a present fact. A present fact. Okay, so what does that really mean, You have to imagine. Imagination is key here. Awareness and imagination. You have to imagine that you are the woman who has what she wants. So I don't know what it specifically is for you, but if it's a relationship, a loving, fulfilling relationship, a career that lights you up and leaves you energized at the end of the day, the book that is dying to be lived through you, if you want to experience more aliveness, more well-being, more wholeness, you have got to get past that old experience, and you have to feel what it feels like to be the woman who's living the life that you would love. Okay? How would it feel? How would it feel? You know, Joe Dispenza is big on this feeling thing, because if you can feel it, you can vibrate and become it. So how would it feel to be doing work you loved? What does it even look like, you know? How would it feel to be earning more than enough to pay your bills so that you could do more things you want to do, like travel, take classes, invest in yourself, invest in causes that are important to you? How would it feel to live in a body that is alive with energy and feels great and is vibrantly healthy? How would it feel to live in a home that you absolutely loved? How would it feel to have the business that you would love to have? How would it feel to be the woman with a loving relationship? How does she think? Who does she hang out with? How does this woman carry herself? How does this woman feel in her body? You know, how does this woman approach life? What does this woman do when she gets out of bed in the morning? Think about that. The future version of you is not having conversations about the drama or the old stuff that happened yesterday. Okay? That's not going to get your next chapter. Okay? You don't want to talk about who was upset with you yesterday, who you're upset with yesterday, what your ex-husband is doing and how angry that makes you. You don't want to talk about how bad your body aches and your mind is tired. That is holding on to your past, okay? The new version of you is not rehearsing that story. That was then. This is now. The new you is beyond that. Okay? So as you put on the feeling of the life that you would love is already here for you now. It's already done. You're living an amazing life. You are feeling such gratitude and aliveness in this new life and feeling so worthy to have it. As you put on that vibration, you literally begin to bend reality. And I've seen this over and over again. It's called transformation. You know, you start attracting. You will. When you match a new vibration, you will attract new circumstances, new people, new opportunities to you. This is how you shut the door on the past and move into a life you love and an amazing future. Okay? It's simple, but it's not easy, because there's still that part of us that wants to stay the same in the past experience. It's comfortable. We know it. And we are addicted to that. So what if today you committed to yourself that this will be the last day, the last time up until now that you tell that old story? Okay? If it comes up in you and you think about it, go, oh, no. Go away. Go. If it starts coming out of your mouth, stop yourself. Say, nope, that's in the past. I'm moving forward. If a friend asks you or invites you because they're used to you talking about it, you can just say, that's in the past, but let me share with you what I'm creating in my future, what really cool stuff I'm creating in my future. Focus on the version of you that you are becoming. You know, focus on the vision you have for your life. Become the person who has those things, okay? I believe in you. I believe in me. I've seen this happen with myself and with clients, but I believe in you that you absolutely can live a life you love. And I'm going to ask you, if you're willing, to let this day be your day to decide to start your next chapter toward a life you love. If I can be of assistance, this takes 3 or 4 months of breaking patterns and habits, and I know that transformation happens quicker, more consistently in a container of support with accountability over time. This is what I do for a living. I love to help women live a life they love. If I can support you in that, I would love to. If you want to inquire about that with me, let's talk about it. Let's do a strategy session, 45 minutes of time together, you and me, and we will talk about what you want to bring forth. What's your next chapter saying? And I will give you my best advice on what actions you can take, what's next for you, what support you might need to make that happen. So all my love, just know I believe in you. You believe in you, and go create that next beautiful chapter.